Many parts of the nation's transportation infrastructure are in dire need of repair. The question is, how do the repairs or replacements get paid for? Iowa State University's Kristine Tidgren discussed some of the current revenue-generating proposals in the presentation from the virtual Mid-South Agricultural and Environmental Law Conference.
This is also something that we talk about 39.6%. But this capital gain would also, under the proposal, be subject to an additional 3.8% tax. Currently, we have this net investment income tax that applies to investment income over $250,000 as married couples. But what the president's proposal would do is say, wait a minute, not everybody is paying this so-called Medicare tax. It's either called the net investment income tax, or many people call it the Medicare tax. And just to kind of refresh those of you who aren't maybe so familiar with how this works, if I have self-employment income and I pay self-employment tax, I pay 15.3% on my income. Most of you are familiar with that. But once I hit $140,000 of income, I don't pay that 12 point odd tenths of a percent in Social Security tax anymore. I only have to pay that up through $140,000 of income, but I always continue to pay the 2.9% Medicare tax. And then ever since the Affordable Care Act went into place, I also have to pay a 0.9% additional Medicare tax on income over $200,000 as a single person and $250,000 as a married person. So that means that if I have self-employment income, I pay 3.8% on my income over this $250,000. If I have investment assets, I pay that 3.8% tax on my investment income over $250,000. What the president says is there's a lot of income that's escaping the additional 3.8% tax. For example, if I have an S corporation, I don't pay that 3.8% tax on my distributions because I only pay FICA tax on my reasonable compensation. So I escape the 3.8% tax. If I have a self-rental situation in my farm business where I receive rental income from my active farm business, I wouldn't pay this 3.8% tax on my rental income. If I sell a business asset like farmland and I've been using that asset in my business, it's called 1231 gain, and I don't have to pay the 3.8% tax on that gain under current law. What the proposal would do is impose this 3.8% tax on everything. So essentially, any income over $400,000, if it's not already subject to it through NIT or SECA, it would be under this proposal. So this is where the proposal gets a little complicated, and I'm not going to go into all the details. I just want everybody to understand that in most cases, the highest tax rate that we're talking about is not even 39.6%. It's really 43.4% because you have to add on this 3.8% tax that would essentially be levied on all of this income as well.